Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the field enters at turns 1 and 2. And down the back straight away here on Kids Breakout Night, the nightcap. Pacer Popham and Mike Pistolak from the front row as they enter turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, you all know what time it is. It is hammer down time on Thunder Hill. We're green at Electric City Speedway.
Down the back straightaway, Pacer and Pistolak getting together as they enter turn number 3. John Price trying to make it a 3-car battle off of turn number 4. Give it to Pistolak that time around.
Cars 3 and 4 wide as they straggle each other for a position. Lemire to the inside looking for the lead, but Pistolak's got it this time off of turn number 2. John Price still there in the 3rd spot. Joey Price working his way forward in the 41.
Pistolak, your leader, followed by Lemire, John Price, Fred Hansen, and Cody Kuglin, you're out your top 5. Pistolak with a nice run here early on in your Comparion Insurance IMCA Modified main event. With a nice slide job coming from Lemire. They're going to go 3 wide off of turn number 4. Give it to Fred Hansen that time by.
Fred Hansen has the lead by the hair on his chinny chin chin. 44 thousandths of a second was the split at the line. Mike Pistolak in second. Now Michael Leach from the 12th starting position is looking to get on the podium. The 09 to the inside off of turn number 4. Now looking for second.
Fred Hansen, your leader. Mike Pistolak on the outside. Michael Leach with a run on the bottom. He's going to stay in the 3rd spot. Lemire running the middle of the racetrack. We'll see what happens as they cross the flag stand. Lemire that time by.
Lemire has it. Leach and Pistolak both want it back. Now Leach with an amazing drive off of turn number 2, going to the back bumper of the 14. Looking for the lead. Coming off of turn number 4. We're already 6 laps into this main event. Just like that. And now Mike Pistolak is back to second. Leach missed the bottom of 3 and 4.
Leach a little out of shape off of turn number 4. That's going to cost him just a little bit. He's going to look to battle back here early on. Fred Hansen, your leader by 0.3 of a second. Quick time set by Michael Leach and with a 17.540. As here comes Joey Price on the outside. Joey might have found something on the top side of the racetrack.
Fred Hansen has catfished his way to the lead, and he keeps it down the back straightaway. Mike Pistolak continues to hold the 2nd spot, and now trouble for the track championship points leader. Ty Clemens, who had already kind of fallen off the pace and fallen back to the very back of the field. A flat left rear for the Wiz. Was talking to Ty before the feature, or before the racing started this evening. Sounded like he got into some issues last night, banged up some stuff on the front of that car, and it looked like it certainly looked like something was amiss on the 12 throughout the early stages of this feature.
Yeah, I wouldn't count out Michael Leach in the 09. He's got a lot of racing this season done so far, and early on he's making a good showing as well.
Michael Leach with a win at East Bay on February 2nd. Or no, check that. 2 wins at East Bay and a win at Volusia on February 9th. That's the 09 of Michael Leach running on the inside of the second row of 2 rather. And had 4 wins in 4 starts in a Wissota late model last season in the state of Montana. And he's gotten a lot more experience here in 2024.
Talk about a guy with a lot of seat time. So far in 2024, he's got 35 features and 3 wins under his belt with a lot of heavy hitters. Surely a good run so far out of Michael Leach, starting 12th on the field, currently sitting in 4th.
Lights out. J.D. Olson anticipates the field as they bunch up off of turn number 4. Back to green with 13 laps to go.
Great restart out of Michael Leach as he's going to slide hard into the 14 of Fred Hansen. Tyler Staruella barely missing the 09 on Michael Leach. Man, that's a tough deal. You know, Fred Hansen entering on the bottom, really shutting the car down hard, and Michael Leach with a full head of steam was not anticipating him to be that slow entering the corner. It sounds like they called the caution on the 12 of Ty Clemens, which would have been his second caution, which is going to allow Michael Leach to get his spot back. And Fred Hansen, so saving grace for Michael Leach in the 09.
One man's saving grace is another man's misfortune as Ty Clemens now relinquishes, for all intents and purposes, relinquishes the track championship points lead.
Michael Leach and Fred Hansen a little bit of damage, not looking like they're going to affect their race cars a little too much as they enter turn number 3. Coming off of turn number 4, the green flag is back out for Fred Hansen at car number 14. Michael Leach with another great restart. He's going to shut it down in turn number 1. He's going to slide into the second spot now.
Michael Leach with a great restart and Patrick Lemire with another not so great restart as he's getting hassled off of turn number 4. Here comes the big unit. Jordan Tossi looking to get into the top 3.
Fred Hansen on the bottom. Leach on the top side. Leach might be closing in on your leader as Mike Pistolak slides into the third spot with Joey Price out on his trail. We got a caution for Pacer Popham. Stopped in the top of turn number 2.
So, Tyler, what do you, if you're in Michael Leach's shoes, you know you've got a fast hot rod, would you be doing exactly what he's doing in anticipation that Fred Hansen's going to go to the inside on this next restart?
Yeah, you can surely expect Fred to be running the bottom of the racetrack. He's been there all night. It's a little bit of a gamble running the outside because there is a lot of traction on the bottom of the racetrack coming out of turn number 4. And so if Fred Hansen moves to the top side of the racetrack, you know, you're really opening up the door for the bottom side for Pistolak to get a good run. But if he goes to the inside, you might see, you know, that open the door for Michael Leach in the 09 going into turn number 1.
We're about to find out. 12 laps to go here in this Comparion Insurance IMCA Modified main event. Fred Hansen brings him into turn number 3. He hammers it. We're back to green.
Michael Leach with another great restart at the flag stand. He's going to elect the top side of the racetrack. Fred Hansen with some speed down on the tires as Jordan Tossi slides into the third spot now. Jordan Tossi following Fred Hansen around the tires as he's going to battle on the inside of Michael Leach. We've got a good one shaping up here in your Comparion Insurance IMCA Modified main event.
Row 6 starters running second and third right now. Michael Leach rolling the top. Jordan Tossi down on the inside. And Fred Hansen is holding his own out in the front. We're halfway. 10 up, 10 down, and 10 to go.
We saw Joey Price running up front. Something happened there. He got shuffled back quite a few spots now as we've got Michael Leach running the top side of the racetrack as we've got a new leader in the 09 of Michael Leach by 3/1000ths of a second.
Michael Leach to the lead. Fred Hansen battles back off of turn number 2. Jordan Tossi there as well. Leach is driving her in deep and hoping she sticks as he comes off of turn number 4. He will lead once again at the flag stand.
Michael Leach, Fred Hansen, and Jordan Tossi. I wouldn't count out Travis Shoemate. Travis Shoemate looking really good right through the center of the slick as the caution flag is out. Once again, we've got Lemire, Staruella, and Jake Tucker turn facing the wrong direction in turn number 1 and 2.
Yeller feller is out. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Michael Leach, in his first race at Electric City Speedway this season, has driven up from 12th starting to take the lead here on Thunder Hill. 8 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for Michael Leach? Back to green.
Into turn number 1, Tossi electing the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to slide up the racetrack just a little bit and open the door back up for Fred Hansen in car number 14. He's going to close the door as they enter turn number 3. Off of turn number 4, Tossie looking for the lead as we got a new leader in the 2C machine of Jordan Tossie.
Jordan Tossie, the big unit, is catfishing down on the bottom. Michael Leach battles back off the top of turn number 2. Going to try and slam the door into turn number 3. Tossie's not giving an inch. He's going to take the lead off of turn number 4. Jordan Tossie almost clears it, but Leach is coming back.
Longhorn chassis and a Vanderbilt chassis, two of the best in the country right now, putting on a show up front here at Electric City Speedway. Michael Leach on the top side. Tossie on the bottom. Give it to Leach that time by.
A back and forth heavyweight bout at the front of this field. Michael Leach takes the lead off of turn number 2. Jordan Tossie on the inside. Fred Hansen and Travis Shoemate look on the next 2. Jordan Tossie on the inside looking for the lead. Give it to Leach by 1/10 of a second.
It's going to go Leach, Tossie, Hansen, Shoemate, and Rex Feller round as your top 5. As Feller's got a good battle shaping up with the 32M of Jeremy Meyerhofer. Off of turn number 4 that time by. We got him side by side at the flag stand. Michael Leach by 4/100ths of a second that time.
Tossie and Leach. Leach this time is going to clear him coming off of turn number 2. Tossie keeps her down on the bottom coming off of turn number 4. Tossie and Leach. Tossie tries to slide up, but Leach clears him.
As we settle in with 2 to go. Leach is your leader on the top side. Tossie on the bottom. Shoemate settling into the 3rd spot as Fred Hansen in 4th. On the bottom, Tossie looking to battle back as the white flag is out for Michael Leach in car number 09. He's up in the fence. That's going to open the door for Jordan Tossie in 2C. Oh my goodness. Jordan Tossie in 2C is going to win it tonight at Electric City Speedway. Followed by Travis Shoemate out of nowhere. Michael Leach settling into the 4th spot, or the 3rd spot, excuse me, as Fred Hansen in the 4th and Meyerhofer in the 5th spot. What a turn of events here with your IMCA modifieds. What a great piece of driving out of Jordan Tossie in the 2C and Michael Leach in the 09. Heartbreak for Michael Leach as he got into the fence coming out of turn number 2. We're going to turn it over to Kelby Cross down in Victory Lane as Jordan Tossie brings his wife Jordan on the deck down into Victory Lane. Keplin Cross, our Kids Club Trophy presenter tonight for our Comparion Insurance IMCA Modifieds.
As well as being the guest announcer, don't forget that. Tossie has his helmet off, ladies and gentlemen. Your Comparion Insurance IMCA Modifieds winner, the big unit, Jordan Tossie. What a race. Jordan, walk us through that, especially late there. Able to make the move on Michael Leach coming off of turn number 2 on the final lap.
Yeah, I was actually, the car was tightening up as we burnt fuel off around the bottom, and I couldn't get out too for whatever. And down the backstretch, the 9 disappeared. And I feel bad for Mikey. He's one heck of a shoe. It always feels good to beat him, especially when he's singing on the top like that. So, yeah, I can't thank everyone that helps enough. I got to thank all my sponsors, Centrans, Mining Machinery, Willow Creek Speed, Vanderbilt, Race Cars, Northwest Parts and Equipment, Three Forks Tire and Motor Supply, Starter and Alternator Service, Trackside Truck, and the great people here at Electric City.
So you were able to drive up from 11th. Can you walk us through that drive? Did you use the bottom the whole way, or were you able to use both sides of the racetrack?
I'd say 90% of it was around the bottom. I did run the top a little bit, but you're not going to win it and wear it against Mikey, so I knew I was going to have to pass him around the bottom, and thankfully we did.
A guy who has made a habit of driving through the field here at Electric City Speedway puts her in victory lane. The big unit, Jordan Tossie.